Welcome to everyone. Yeah, we're doing another PTS video, and today we're going to be showing you the Refactor build, the Refactor Gear set. You've probably seen loads of them by now, of everybody and their dog raving about it, and it's for good reason because it is great. Um, so yeah, we are going to show you that today, which is this. Just scroll you down. The Refactor is a new gear set where two pieces give you 15% status effects, three pieces give you 25% skill damage, and four pieces is the talent Return to Sender. Receive repairs of 10% of damage dealt by your skills. Your allies receive repairs of 20% of the damage dealt by your skills. So heals you, but heals your team better. So it's it's there as looking after yourself, but also looking at your team. So you're like a damage healer, in effect. Now, the piece which makes this even better, which is the chest piece, which it's best in slot if you're running this gear set. Again, you've got the 2 and 3 bonuses, and the 4 piece, but the talent is increased interest. Increase the repairs received from Return to Sender from 10% to 25% to yourself, and from 20% to 35% for your teammates. I know this doesn't sound like a lot, dare say, but it is massive. That's just you, okay? When you are doing this as a team, so say we've got me, I'm running this. I'm going to get 25% heals from all damage I give with my skills, and I'm going to give 35 to say hello. Now, if she's wearing it as well, she's going to get 25 for herself and 35% to me. So each person who wears this, if we're both wearing this, we are each getting 60% healing from skill damage, effectively. You add a third person into this, then we are each person's going to get 95% healing from skill damage. Then you just chuck another person in with, say, an artificer build, a buff build, and this thing is absolutely crazy. This is the thing which most people aren't raving about, is that everybody's going, great, it's self-healing, it's self-healing. It is. You stack these builds on top of one another. However you run it, there's lots of ways to run this. 4 pieces, you stack these on top of each other. You've got heals for days. We were going through legendaries, and we're not in cover, we're in soft cover, and we're not exactly concentrating. I think Hello's eaten 3 packs of Jaffa cakes whilst we've been doing these legendaries, but you have no right to stay alive a lot of times. The only thing that is killing you is being, ridiculously stupid or taking 2 grenades right to your face. That's going to kill anybody. So the build we've put together is we got Technician at the top for damage to electronics, that extra 10% skill damage, that extra skill tier. We are going to run the Harmony and the Test Subject because we want to have perfect in sync. I know a lot of builds out there at the moment are running Capacitor. Capacitor is great because you get that, was it 1.5% each one, so it's what, like 60% extra damage to your weapon. But I find that with that, you have to stack, so it's not instant. When you run in sync, you are getting that 20% skill damage, that 20% weapon damage, and it's doubled when both are active, and it's easy to keep it active, especially with this build. So you've got 80% extra damage across the board, straight off the rip from just one bullet from a drone and one bullet from your gun. Plus, that frees you up to run an exotic pistol or something not the capacitor. So this isn't optimized by any means, but we've put the busy little bee on, because when we go into an engagement or at certain points through the engagement, we are just busy little bee stacking everywhere as much as we can. Switch to our test subject, and we're getting 20% weapon damage increase for each of those stacks that we've got on the busy little bee for 10 seconds. And we can do that eternally. We can keep switching and putting those stacks back on. You wouldn't be able to do that if you had a capacitor on. And I just think that, and that's for everybody. So that busy little bee stack is helping everybody. So that's why I'm doing that. Plus, like, you can't, if you run out, you switch or whatever with capacitor, you lose your stacks. So we're running the 4-piece, and it's interesting on the Refactor, the gear pieces on the left hand side all come with a skill core, and the ones on the right hand side come with an armor core. So you may as well lean into that. But as we said, skill damage equals healing in this. So we're running skill damage on everything. We have got haste here at the moment as our mod on things, or in a duration. The haste, because the drone does go away pretty quick. So haste is good to get it back quicker, I suppose. But you could, I suppose the only other thing I probably would run as a mod would be protection from elites, if you really wanted to. But I just think it's good getting your skills back quicker. Now, the elephant in the room here is the next piece I'm going to show you is the Memento backpack. You will have seen many builds with having the ninja bike on, so that people can run a Hana U, a Wyvern, a Picaros, an Empress, etc. on their gear. But I think the Memento could be good here, and I enjoyed it, and it's definitely done me well. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, Pony, the Memento's a solo man's build. It's not. It's not, and hear me out. Yes, for most of the time, but in certain scenarios, it's going to give you benefits. So in this case, we've got a weapon damage core. We've got an armor core, which helps. We've got a skill tiers, so that helps with our 6 skill tiers. But what we've also got is that picking up the trophies. And I know if you're running legendaries, you're not running out into the field and picking them up. You don't need to do that. Yeah, if you can, grab one, because it gives you those immediate bonuses and that long-term bonus once you get your 30 trophies. But when you do that, you get your weapon damage, your armor, and your skill efficiency. Now, one of the biggest complaints about this gear set and anything in general, if you're doing legendary with drones, is that they die real quick, or they don't stay up, what have you, the duration's really crap. If you can get your stacks up, that's 30% skill efficiency is what's going to help you, because that skill efficiency is duration, haste, damage, all the above, right? So once you've got your stacks, you can keep that up for the whole shebang. And even at the start, I think it only took me 1 encounter, 2 encounters to get it. And when you get it, even in that, when you're picking up 1, it's going to do you wonders, okay? But when you're at the 30, that skill efficiency really does help a lot. And you say that you maybe think, oh, Memento is a selfish thing, you're competing for kills. If we're all running this build, if I'm getting more kills and putting out more damage, that's helping my team more. And that's giving them more healing. And if my drone and turret have better skill efficiency, they're going to stay up for longer, cause more damage. This isn't more damage to the enemies, giving more healing to me and my teammates. I think it's what lacking with the ninja bike in this stance, because it's sort of a lost piece. Yes, it adds that wild card piece, but when it really, we need as much as we can get. So that's what I've chosen it. I think it's the best backpack for this. The div mathematicians may disagree with me, but like in sort of usability and the fact that you'd have to change your build all the time if you're going solo and group. One less thing on your person. I know we're getting 400 stash spaces, but I know that I've filled them already. And the last piece I've gone for is a Fox's Prayer knee pads, a skill roll to skill tier with skill damage on. Just to get that amplifier, that damage to target out of cover. You could admittedly put a contractors on, a skill damage contractors, or an Empress, or a Hana U, a Wyvern piece, or even go for a Picaros on the other side. It's up to you. I think the Picaros, if you can get the 6 skill tiers, is a bit of a waste, to be honest with you, because it's weapon damage. You're not really doing weapon damage anyway. Like, you've got no crit chance and quick damage, just a skill damage build. Yes, it gives you that haste and extra skill tier, but you've got skill tiers coming out your ass anyway. But that is a long build talk for me. We have got modifiers as well, which I will talk you through. We're going for the left active modifier, which is when you press it, you get, damage for days, all the talents straight away. And on the passive ones, I'll show you on screen now. I think we got the shock drone, we've got the double damage one with less duration, which if you're doing Lego content, they're going to get destroyed anyway, so you may as well take the extra damage while you got it. And I think the third one is... What's the third one I've got? Oh, the third one is skill kills give, I think, extra momentum. It's great. But without further ado, here's me and Hello clearing a bit of Roosevelt Legendary. Just the two of us. We have no right to be playing the way we're playing. We're not exactly taking it seriously, but it was simple. Later in the week, we'll release a video with doing a 4-man Roosevelt, really simply, eating a packet of hobnobs and Jaffa cakes, and just being real simple, especially when it comes to the big bad boss marauders at the end. Simple as pie. Alright, thanks for that, guys. I'll check you next time. Please like and subscribe.